Well, hey everybody, we're still in the Il-76, the Zetavia one, but we're in the business end, which is the cargo compartment, obviously where the military equipment would have been stored in the past. So Max is just panning around, so you can see the length of the fuselage there, back towards where the engineers are, our friends from Irkut are hanging out. And then fascinatingly over here, you can see the spare tyres. There's two, there's one each side of the fuselage. And Max and I we're just speculating, how are these things, if you did have a tyre burst, going to some of these unpaved airfields, how would you then get it out? I suppose you could roll it down the ramp. There's the ramp here at the bottom. That will go down once the rear cargo doors are open. How would you then fit it to the aircraft? If anybody's got the answer to that, do tell us. Maybe it's some Russian ingenuity at work there. But there you can see there's the technical compartment at the rear, and if we just walk up this ramp here, it's at a very shallow angle, but this is the ramp that would obviously go down into the, when we would go into an unpaved area trying to unload cargo or machinery or whatever it is. We can't see it too well because it's quite dark in here, but it's a bit echoey as well. But these are the doors that you can do an airdrop from.
And you'd also load from on the ground.
Load from on the ground.
So you've got the ramp to get, in the old days, tanks.
Now this isn't pressurised, is it, Max? Because we can see daylight through there, right? So
yeah, this must be the
pressure bulkhead.
This is the pressure bulkhead, yeah.
And then that area is not into the tail cone area.
Yeah.
Fascinating aircraft.
So it's not unusual even these days for this aeroplane or this type of aircraft to be used to do flyby supply drops at low level. I've seen video from on board of this. I have friends who participated in that, where the aeroplane's flying at sort of 100, 200 feet, and they've got the doors open, and the supplies are thrown out of the back with a parachute to arrest their rate of descent so that they land safely. But obviously it's also used as a general cargo aircraft with such a voluminous cargo bay, rear loading obviously. It can carry pretty much, it was designed originally to carry tanks and paratroopers for the Soviet Air Force. It's a very effective jet-powered freighter, and its equivalent, I guess, in the European or the Western world would be today would be something like the A400M, and in the US in the old days it would have been the Lockheed C-141 Starlifter and
the KC-390, right?
The KC-390 is probably a similar size to the KC-390,
yeah.
Which is the Embraer utility transport, which is here as well at the show, and also I guess the C-17 is bigger, it's more voluminous, but the C-17 was probably the modern day equivalent. So a fascinating aeroplane that's steeped in history, and it's great to be able to get on board one.